Just because we're dumbasses don't mean you can be too. So don't do anything we do at home.
Public service announcement. These videos have the full intentions to be used as conversational tools and purposes only. Anything that is expressed in these videos and videos before and after has the sole purpose of that reason. I know a lot of this stuff is repetitive. I hope that you can understand that. Again, these are for conversational purposes only. The comment box on these videos is for that purpose. Thanks for watching. JJ is one of the guys that I feel like his outlook is like this. He sets up all these races. He races these people whether they want to come film it or not. He races and he tells the production company, you can come film it or not, it doesn't matter to me, we're having these races. And that's why he has so many episodes and so many races, because that's, you know, he's going to do it regardless. The show does give him a way of not, you know, going to jail with it, so there's pros and cons, I guess, but JJ is true street. I fully believe that 100%. He is a street racer, he is a drag racer, but it will never evolve to what the 405 is. That, if he would have been able to start 10 years ago when they did, maybe, but Street Outlaws in general has, I'm going to say, plateaued. This is as high as it's going to get. We're on the downhill side, and JJ will never reach the peak like the 405 did or is at right now. But not taking anything away from the guy, he done what a lot of people couldn't, and you can't, you know, knock the guy. It's amazing what he has done, and you've got to respect that. One thing I will say that I noticed about this past week's episode, and that is there was a lot of people, the slower cars was asking for things, and I don't know if it's because people have seen the show and they've seen that you know, Memphis just runs away from everybody, you know, runs off and leaves them, or what, but pretty much everybody either wanted car links or wanted the hit. And if it is a normal flagged race, you know, regular arm drop, but let's say they put 2 cars on somebody, okay, they give somebody 2 cars but not the hit. If you get 2 cars, Memphis is going to be the car in the back. All you would have to do if you was from Memphis is steal the hit. That way, when JJ drops his arms, the guy that has the 2 cars out does not know that you stole the hit, so he's going to take off, chases the race. You're already running 50 miles an hour when he takes off. So if you want, you know, car lengths ahead, you're actually disadvantaging yourself when you race Memphis. JJ winning all the races, hustling all the money, and here's a theory of mine, and I'm not 100% sure on how true it is. I have been asked so many times, I have even done a poll about what show and who is their favorite, and by far the 405 and the original is everyone's favorite show. I have some more information about why I had that poll and the results and all that, but I'm going to do that in a day or so. But the reason why JJ and them have so many seasons and episodes and races and whatnot is because their cars are retarded fast. Don't take what I'm about to say as anything but that, but retarded fast, super fast, and can outrun 90% of the track cars that they have been racing on the street. I don't know if Quinn, which would have been 2 weeks ago, I don't know if Quinn, this was before or after Fastest in America. They kind of played it like it was after, but I'm not sure. He's a little bit hot-headed, got mad, supposedly left, but the past 2 weeks, it has seemed like it was a lot colder and a lot less power would work. So all of the cars that they have brought, people thinking higher horsepower is going to win and need more power and all that, which is actually right the opposite. One of the main reasons why JJ's cars runs so fast and beats all these people is because they're actually underpowered for tracks and, you know, no prep and that sort of thing. It doesn't take 3,000 horsepower to win on, you know, that episode or that show. It doesn't take those high horsepower, you know, pro mods, as JJ likes to call every car that's not his, and it doesn't take all that power. 1,000 horsepower car will be overpowered the road easy. Look at Oh Heavy, you know, that's a 1,000 horsepower truck probably, and you know, he's putting it at 50-60%. That's all that he's running that truck, and it's still knocking the tires off. So, you know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But the reason that there's so many Memphis shows is because JJ is racing anybody and everybody. Think about how much money he is making from the show, from all the bets, all the side bets, and how many actual races that are going on each episode. He's racing anybody and everybody that'll come race him. Small tire, big tire, it don't matter what it is. And he's racing them all. They are fast. They're no dummies. They know what it takes. They know their own cars on streets. They can look at the street and after one pass, you know what it's going to take for the rest of the cars to go down. And you got to give it to them. They have made something from nothing out of themselves. Their personality has put them where they're at. If you go back and watch some of the very first episodes and times when JJ would come to the 405, when he had his first arm drop, and things like that, he is a completely different person now than he was then. He was thugged out, you know, ready to fight and all this then, and now all you hear him say is the word family over and over and over. Not saying that he hasn't always been or he is not family oriented, but you know, that's just what you're hearing, seeing, and what has happened in the past. With all that being said, I do enjoy watching Memphis Street Outlaws. It is a lot more relatable cars. It is true back half, VIN tagged, you know, steel cars. So there's so much more out there that is compatible to race with Memphis than there is with the 405. Basically, the 405 has ever how many cars that you have seen on No Prep Kings. That's about what's left for the 405 to race. That's it. And we are taking the 405 guys and we're kind of splitting their episodes between No Prep Kings. The 405 either has a season or split season behind them, and they are filming right now. And it is coming back. There's a lot of people that's questioning it. It is coming back. Without a doubt, that show is going nowhere. There's a lot of things about all of the shows that I could sit and pick apart, and that's not what I set out to do. The races themselves is what I set out to pick apart, but there's so much that goes on in Memphis, and the videos and the views that I'm getting off of them is not worth me making a video each week. I feel like I can do something with my car related or something like that that would benefit me and my channel more. But, you know, I have kind of rambled a lot, but there's just a lot of back and forth with Memphis Street Outlaws that I don't get. Like, for example, this week right here, I can't even remember where they raced. Where if it was the 405, I would, and I feel like the world would, but I don't even remember who it was they raced. But they raced them, and there was two races that didn't get to go. It was Oh Heavy and Mallory Gully. And then it shows them get on the phone and like they call back and get those two races. Well, the first time they raced, it was snowing, but there was ice on the car. And then supposedly after that, they come and they're all sitting out there sweating in shorts and tank tops. So if it would have been, you know, a week or two later, they really wouldn't have been out there in shorts and tank tops. There's just a lot of things that if you pay attention, you will get. I feel like I could produce that show and edit that show and have a way better show than what they're coming up with. They are not paying attention to detail a lot, and I'm not talking about the cast, I'm talking about the ones behind the show. But I'm going to leave this one right here. I've got a lot of stuff coming. I still have 2 giveaways going actually, but if you haven't watched the video that I made, be the video before this one, answer the questions, put them in the comments, and I'm going to give away $50. Everyone stay safe. The world is crazy right now. Like I said in the beginning of the video, stay safe, God bless, and I will see you in the next video.